Welcome back and thank you for being here on Thursday's program. Welcome to June. A little painful saying that, time quickly flying by, but it's, much more summer-esque out there weather-wise and will continue to be as well. First and foremost, June the 1st, very significant in all of Kentucky's history, as it is Kentucky's history. It was on this date in 1792 the Commonwealth of Kentucky was formed, now 225 years of age. Originally part of Virginia, Kentucky became at the time in 1792 the 15th state to join the Union, now the 37th most extensive, 26th most populous state of the 50 in the nation. And of course, we have a whole lot of things to brag about. The longest cave system in the nation, the longest length of navigable waterways. I forget that one a lot. And streams in the contiguous United States, the two largest man-made lakes east of the Mississippi River, and of course, horse racing, bourbon, tobacco, bluegrass music, college basketball. Oh my gosh, the list indeed could go on for much longer than I have on this show. But indeed, we as a Commonwealth celebrating 225 years as of today. It's a lot of candles. On tonight's program, indictments returned today by a sitting Magoffin County grand jury. I'll release the ones that I can at this hour. An arrest following a tragic motorcycle accident in the viewing area. We'll talk about that and a few things from the Board of Education. Today, the last day for applications for those interested in becoming the new men's head basketball coach at the Magoffin County High School, as well as the search, which is about over, for a new school board member after the resignation of a newly elected member. And a lot happening, and I mean a lot happening. Probably the biggest community calendar that I've ever had, and I say that it's not all just announcements, but I mean it is, but a whole lot of events happening and important things to pass along to you. So I'm glad to spend some time passing that information to you tonight. And I've even got news that I'm still kind of holding Magoffin County Board of Education meeting and some other things that may or may not be able to work into the program tonight for just a lack of time, which is now even shorter than it was a moment ago. So we'll get to all that and more in just a few moments. We will begin with some indictments which were returned. Several indictments, I believe the majority of which, or the rest of which, I'll be able to release on tomorrow's program, always as we do, giving law enforcement ample time to execute as many of those or serve as many of those indictment warrants for arrest as possible before we put that information out there to the public. But the following I can relay tonight, as they are jailed and have been in what was we still believe, largest methamphetamine seizure in Magoffin County, conducted by the Magoffin County Sheriff's Department just weeks ago. This headline making the news that day after we came upon this scene in the Magoffin Plaza parking lot, where 3 individuals were ultimately apprehended, and a whole lot of drugs, paraphernalia, cash, and a gun and other items were seized before their arrest. This was the scene April the 11th. Magoffin County Sheriff's Deputy Neil Adams conducted a traffic stop on scene. Sheriff Carson Montgomery and other deputies as they searched 3 individuals and the vehicle in question. 38-year-old Carlos Dobson, who was in the back seat. We know that 45-year-old Candy Price from Nippa, I believe it was her nephew, if I'm not mistaken, 36-year-old Shannon Price, both in the front of the vehicle. Miss Price driving or operating the vehicle, were both all charged with serious drug-related offenses, and still are at this time held in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center following their arrest. This was the quantity of drugs, one of the largest methamphetamine seizures. And this was high-grade crystal methamphetamine, not believed to be manufactured here in the area, but brought in possibly from Mexico or elsewhere, for which they have all been indicted on. Shannon Price indicted on complicity charge to traffic in cocaine, also complicity to traffic in 10 or more dosage units of a drug unspecified, another charge for trafficking in methamphetamine, prescription not in its original container, 6 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia, carrying a concealed deadly weapon, all facing 11 or 12 counts in their indictment warrants. And Candy Price also facing similar charges: complicity to traffic in coke, complicity to traffic in prescription drugs less than 10 units, methamphetamine, coke, controlled substance not in its original container, possession of paraphernalia, failure to display or produce a registration receipt and license tags. Carlos Dobson of Hazard, same or similar charges of trafficking on 3 different occasions, failure to display a registration receipt, operating a motor vehicle on a suspended or revoked operator's license, my apologies, Carlos Dobson being the driver and not in the back seat, and possession of drug paraphernalia. These indictments today, among others that were released by a sitting McGoffin County grand jury, the rest of which we will have on tomorrow night's program. I'll be right back. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. Identities released in not one but two fatal situations. The first being that fatal structure fire yesterday morning in Morgan County, in the rural part of the county near the Round County line on 5/19. 39-year-old Sharon Williams has been officially identified by the state medical examiner's office as the one who was found deceased in that home. She did live in the residence where it was initially reported that it was a male believed to have been found. However, after the flames were extinguished in the single-wide mobile home, she indeed was the person found and believed to have perished in that blaze, the cause of which is still under investigation. We also have the names of those names being released in regards to two people who were killed from Louisa in a motorcycle accident on US 23. It also goes into a bizarre incident where the mother of one of the victims has been arrested alongside another man for attempting to or burglarizing her son's home shortly after his death. I referred briefly to the motorcycle accident on Tuesday's show, I believe it was, and we've now since learned the official identification. Two Lawrence County residents were involved. 42-year-old Buddy Adams, James Buddy Adams, and 41-year-old Priscilla Suzanne Hoxton. Mr. Adams riding the motorcycle, operating, she on behind him. There were several eyewitnesses as the traffic was rather congested right there at the Marathon Refinery, and they told police and authorities that upon approaching a traffic light in that area, it appeared as though Adams may have lost control of the motorcycle for an unknown reason. He struck the back end of a pickup truck, and both he and Hoxton were ejected and thrown from the motorcycle a significant distance. Neither of them were wearing helmets at the time. The road was closed down for several hours as reconstructionists tried to go back and understand just exactly what caused the crash that claimed the two Louisa's residents' lives. However, in another story, which has since broken, it was just a short time later, within hours after that accident, that the mother of Adams and a man had gone into Buddy Adams's residence. They've since been arrested. They're still in the Big Sandy Detention Center at this hour. And this evening identified as 67-year-old Wendell Gibbs of Louisa and 65-year-old Ruth Sparks, who is said to be Adams's mother. Police reports that I have say that they went into the residence on the left fork of Morgan's Creek, and that it was reported that one of them pointed a rifle, that being the mother, we do believe, of the deceased, at a juvenile in the residence, that child who was able to get out of the home and call authorities via 911. Authorities arrived at the scene. At least one of them was still in the residence, and after refusing to cooperate for a brief time, they finally did so as to the several firearms and several other items that they were taking or had been taken from her son's residence. They were lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center on theft and burglary and other charges. We understand that they're charged with wanton endangerment and burglary and other charges possibly pending into the matter. Today was the deadline to submit applications for the head coaching position for the boys basketball program at the McGoffin County High School. We'll cover that in just a few moments. As I said a few moments ago, a lot happening on tonight's calendar. That's a good thing. Camp Unite, I've been asked to relay. I know that most students, well, all I would assume, and their families got the one call, but I've been asked to pass this along. And just a reminder, Camp Unite 2017 is a free 4-day, 3-night adventure leadership program. It's going to be held Tuesday through Friday, that is later on in July, starting on the 25th of July at the University of the Cumberland's campus in Williamsburg. It's for middle school students. If you were in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade as of January of this year, so 8th graders who just graduated still eligible. Campers do stay in dormitories. They eat in the cafeteria. on the University of the Cumberland's campus in Williamsburg. They will be supervised by trained team leaders at all times. Activities include a combination of challenge events, swimming outrageous games, motivational speakers, a talent show, visit to the Hal Rogers Water Park, much more. Operation Unite will provide transportation to and from camp in each of the 32 counties in Unite's service region, and that includes Magoffin County. Middle school students can pick an application up at the Harold Whitaker Middle School office. The deadline to apply is not until the end of this month, but indeed June the 30th. I've got a contact number there. I've got some more information, and I'll put a brief version of that on our community calendar starting, I guess, probably on tomorrow's program. I referred to it yesterday in covering the Magoffin County Fiscal Court meeting that members of the South Magoffin Community Activists mentioned in their update to the Fiscal Court. They were having an auction this Saturday, and I got a few more details on as such. So they are having an auction this Saturday morning starting at 10 at the site of the old John T. Arnott Elementary School, where they're working very hard to someday build a community center for that part of the county. They're going to have a door prize. They're going to have a big auction. Really a lot of items, a long list, too much to go into detail. They're selling hot dogs and desserts, and they hope that you'll stop by and join them. And I know for a lot of us it's a little out of the way, but that's the whole point. They're working very hard to try to lure us to South Magoffin, as well as giving their residents some of the amenities and things to do that we have. And you can help support them in their cause by stopping by their auction this Saturday morning at 10. And if you've given blood before, you know it's relatively painless and definitely quick, and there is a blood donation set aside, a community blood drive for a week from today here in Magoffin County, and this is a little different. They got a lot of big prizes. The Kentucky Blood Center Mobile will be in the Sayersville IGA parking lot 1:30 to 5 next Thursday, and if you donate, you're going to be entered to win 4 passes or tickets to all of these functions: Kings Island, Holiday World again, Kentucky Kingdom, the Fraser History Museum, the Renaissance Fun Park, House of Bloom, Louisville City FC game, and more. And everyone is entered to win a Toyota Highlander as well. So stop by, donate blood next week, and if you haven't before, it's just a quick process to get entered in the first time, and even quicker thereafter. I've done it. I've done it several times. I've not done it in a while, and there's just not much excuse for that. So I will try to join you. The Magoffin County School Summer Feeding Program starts this coming Monday, the 5th. Monday is the 5th, right? And these are the times. I'll go over them again tomorrow, maybe once or so thereafter. They will be at North Magoffin Elementary. This is throughout the summer months, all the way through July the 28th. They'll be at North Magoffin Elementary at 11:30. This is Monday through Friday. North Magoffin Elementary, 11:30. Sayersville Grade School, 11:30. South Magoffin Elementary, 11:30. Not necessarily in order, but at the old Royalton School, the Licking River Baptist Keonia Center at 11. The Royalton United Baptist Church at 11. College Heights Apartments at 11:30. Allen Drive Apartments at noon. The Mountain Parkway Trailer Park at 12:30. Ramey Memorial Park at the Shelter, 11:30. Mash Fork at the Johnson Mobile Home Park at noon. The Falcon Trailer Park at Adams Lane at 12:30. South Magoffin Fire Department at 11:30. North Magoffin Fire Department at 11:30. And North Magoffin Park by the old Miller Hensley School at 12:15. All those locations for about 20 to 30 minutes. The schools prepare the meals. All these locations and other individuals help serve them to any and all Magoffin County students who want to come out, get a free lunch. They're all served at first come, first served. It's just that simple, Monday through Friday, all those locations, all those times, and I'll run that once or two more times. The Lady Hornet Summer Basketball Camp is coming up June the 12th through the 15th. That's just in a few days. It's for boys and girls in 1st through 8th grade. It is with lunch provided, and it's $50 for the week. They will help you improve some skills, fundamentals. If you have any questions, call 367-3934. That's Coach Green, or 496-6300. Assistant Coach Williams for the Lady Hornet Summer Basketball Camp, boys and girls, and that is for, once again, 1st through 8th graders, June the 12th through the 15th. I've got a lost dog and a found dog, and I confirmed they weren't the same dog before I ran the following community calendar brought to you by Magoffin Farm Bureau. Yes, birthday wishes. A happy 5th birthday wish to what I think is a very happy Madeline Marshall. Love Mommy and your sister, brothers, nanny, family, friends. The list goes on, Madeline. Just happy 5th birthday from everybody who loves you. Happy, happy birthday to you. And let's see, another birthday wish tonight. Coming in from, it says RJ and Jeanette, and I think it is Ryan. I'm not quite for certain. I can't read the writing. Roger, maybe. Yes. Carolyn Arnott, from a whole lot of family and friends who love you lots. Happy birthday, wishing you many more. Happy birthday, Carolyn. I'm glad to be able to report to you the boil water advisory issued by the Sagersville Water Works for everyone from the St. Luke's Catholic Church up to CarQuest and Lick Branch and everyone in between has been lifted. That's good news. I understand your pain. It's just one of those things we have to endure sometimes. And with the construction going on, it won't be the last. But the boil water advisory for those areas has been lifted. One quick reminder, today was the opening day, and it's going to be open the rest of the summer, weather permitting, I'm sure, in some days. The Ramey Park Pool, open for business this summer. 349-5102 is the number to call to get your party booked. Get those parties booked as soon as possible because they will go fast as far as openings that they have at the Ramey Park Pool. Other listings. This is the Lost Dog, a blue-eyed husky. Could be in the Coon Creek, Lick Creek, Bloomington, Grape Creek area. I've got a phone number for you. I just don't have it in front of me. I think it just came in a little late. I know it was sent, but I don't have it. But right now, let me say this. If you've seen this dog, call me. I'll connect you with the owner. But this pet was lost. The kids have been distraught and cried their eyes out. That female blue-eyed husky, I believe it was female, definitely blue-eyed husky. Now I've got a found female dog on the 460 West area down around Long Branch Road. And if you can call and describe it, you've got a lost pet in that area or may have wandered off a little far, 887-4611 is the number to call. That blue font doesn't show up real well. My apologies. But that's the number, 887-2411. And you can find that pet or find out more information. The Lakefront Church of God's having a big yard sale, bake sale this Saturday. It's rain or shine. You got a lot of things at the yard sale, a lot of baked goods, a lot of great food as well. They can do it right. And somebody check them out this Saturday, 8 to 5. That, of course, is in the old school building there, which is now the Lakefront Church, and all proceeds going to the Water and Wine Food Pantry. Sagersville Grade School Summer Camp is next Monday through Friday, 9 till 3, free for all Sagersville Grade School students, brought to you by the Family Resource Center. They're hosting. All they say is please get your child breakfast to get them out the door. They'll take care of lunch and snack and everything during the summer camp, 9 to 3 next week, all next week, 5th through the 9th. I've already covered that. The feeding program starts next Monday, goes through July the 28th. Tomorrow's program, I'll go through that list of times one more time. So be sure, if you didn't catch them today, get them then, as it's going to be all the way through the end of July, basically, for the summer feeding program here in Magoffin County. And Vacation Bible School starts this Monday through Thursday, 5:45 to 8 at the Sagersville First Baptist Church. And the bus starts running at 4:45. And I promised you yesterday I would get a phone number, for which I haven't. I'll do that. It's for 4 to 16-year-olds. My apologies on the number. And it starts next Monday. If you've got a calendar announcement, I'll make room for it one way or the other. It doesn't matter. We'll get them on. And this is how you get them on, by telling me about them. In funeral service announcements, I'm told of the passing of 58-year-old Ricky Hilton of Old Burning Fork Road, who passed away yesterday, the son of Bertha Joseph Hilton and the late William Paul Bill Hilton. He is survived by Bonnie Sparks, his wife, son Ricky, daughters April Yonce, Chrissy Howard, Cassie Allen, sisters Ellen Smith, Teresa Flanagan, Melissa McCown, and a host of family and friends as well. Funeral services for Ricky Hilton Monday at 1 at the Sagersville Funeral Home. Visitation starts Saturday evening at 6, all day Sunday and prior to Monday's services in his honor. Well, since the resignation of head coach Robbie Russell from the Magoffin County Hornets just after graduation, the Magoffin County High School has been taking applications to fill that position, and it is with much anticipation. We are closely monitoring the situation with the application deadline coming at 4 o'clock today. I caught McGoffin County School Superintendent Scott Hilton on the telephone in between meetings briefly earlier today. But first I asked him about the school board seat. He did confirm that the Kentucky Department of Education, as I told you days ago, about 2 weeks ago, did interview candidates. We believe up to 3 candidates interviewed for the school board seat left behind by Donald Hilton Jr., who resigned shortly after being elected. He said that after those interviewees were interviewed, that Education Commissioner Stephen Pruitt will make the final decision and notify the superintendent upon it being made. He said that decision could come at just about any time. In regards to the decision of the new head coach of the boys program at the high school, today was the deadline for applications. That period now open for the past several days. Hilton could only confirm per his knowledge that they had received, that being the McGoffin County High School and at the Board of Education, multiple applications at both locations, and therefore he didn't have an exact number and may not have revealed that had he had an exact number. Nevertheless, those applications will be forwarded to the site-based council from the high school for their review of all applications, and then they will submit those applications and any recommendations to the principal of the McGoffin County High School, Chris Meadows, who will make the final decision. Hilton also couldn't give me an exact timeline, but it said it was possible that the position would be filled within the next week or so, and that there was a sense of urgency to fill the position, as basketball doesn't necessarily rest just because it's summertime. It is a year-long program, and they expect that that's how the next coach will treat it as well. So we could have an announcement for you. I don't think as soon as tomorrow, but the moment that it is made public, I'll pass it along to you. And I've just been kind of with too many irons in the fire today, and I can't believe I almost failed to mention this, but most everyone well aware, Johnson Central, the boys, did beat Paintsville last night in the 15th Region Championship at Pike Central by 7 runs to 1, and therefore the Johnson Central Golden Eagles advanced to the Whitaker Bank Ballpark for the state tournament next Friday the 9th. They'll take on the winner of the 9th region, which is yet to be decided between Highlands and Connor. But Central rolling on with a 31-7 record, Paintsville wrapping it up at 19-17. We've got a rather weak front that's giving some showers to folks to our south. None in the viewing area, none really expected as well, but I think clear skies. Some more of that dense fog like we saw last night. I had to get out around 11 o'clock or 11:30, and it was pretty dense in some areas. We'll see 50 tonight for nighttime lows. Tomorrow, right around 81 and 51, another keeper, bookended by some fog tomorrow morning and late tomorrow night into your Saturday morning, but sunny and clear right around 80, a perfect day in the neighborhood. Saturday, I think more of the same. I think showers are going to stay away for the first half of your weekend. A little fog, a lot of sunshine, low 80s, mostly clear skies Saturday and Saturday night. Sunday, still maybe not so much. A chance of showers and thunderstorms to the tune of 30%, mainly after 5, and increasing to about 50% that evening. Sunday may start off on a dry note as well. Don't think it's going to end that way from there. We'll dip back down into the 70s for the first of next week, 72 by Tuesday, with partly sunny to mostly sunny skies, and still can't shake a chance of showers and storms. I have a great deal of news to cover. I'll catch your breath. Put in a little overtime tonight. I suspect I'll be here until late this evening and into the morning hours working on tomorrow's show and a whole lot more when I see you back here next time for more of your news today. Good night, and thanks for watching.